Ahoy! Arriba, everybody.
Hooray!
What's up, all you no bullshitters out there? Welcome to I'm a Little Buzzed, the show where we explore the hilarious intersection between business and life. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody out there. By the way, we have a new name of our show. We finally named it I'm a Little Buzzed. You can be buzzed on life. You can be buzzed on coffee. Or if you're like us, you can be buzzed on a little bit of vino or tequila or whatever you're drinking. It's Al. It's John. It's Rob. We're the founders of NoBull 2020, presented by Bankers Healthcare Group. It's happening this September 17th in Syracuse, New York. Today's show will feature a little biz inspiration about how to recover from big failures and our new It's So Bad, It's So Good product review.
So bad. It's so
Yeah. Can't wait for that one.
So
As
bad.
always, this is the show where there are no rules, just a lot of wine or tequila and shenanigans. Shall we make a toast?
Shenanigans. Yeah, wait a minute. I gotta pour it out. Hang on.
Oh, pour it out. Pour it out.
Slow on the pour. Listen. Shh.
Mm.
Well, that's a heavy glass right there.
There it is.
You went all in.
It's gonna get. You know how I am. This is gonna go real bad.
Did you see
Okay.
By the way, this isn't just tequila. This is a tequila old fashioned.
That's an old fashioned. You said you liked that last episode. You were like, it's your favorite drink, right?
I did. It got me all excited. And then I looked up tequila drinks and they have a tequila old fashioned. It's good. I just took a sip. I cheated on the cheers.
Okay, cheers. Go ahead. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers to life, love,
Cheers.
a little bit of laughter, and the white boys pretending to be Mexicans for 2 hours on this podcast.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hola.
God, that is
Hola, B.
just tasty.
Ooh. Got some pucker to it, huh? Rock on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yowzer.
Senorita Kutri is already on with us tonight. Albert, I hope you've been a good boy today.
Senorita Gucci. Who? My ma?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We got a lifetime viewer here, folks.
Well, rock on. So this week's sponsor, Rob, who is it?
Oh, my gosh. This week's sponsor brought to you by Al's favorite place to stay when he travels, the majestic Colonial Punta Cana, where the water is good most of the time. Most of the time.
It is good most of the time.
Good to shower, not good to drink.
Nay,
Just
nay.
just for clarity, everyone out there, we're pretty much just going to pick awesome things that we like, and that's going to be the sponsor until we get called by their lawyers to, to stop it, cease and desist, or until we get a real sponsor.
Yeah. I actually didn't mention, what did I say? Punta Cana, just Punta Cana as an area is sponsoring us. Or did I mention it?
It's
I mean,
majestic Colonial Punta Cana.
I guess you're good. So that's like a descriptor, right? It's not an actual place.
I think it might be an actual place.
Oh, all
I
right.
Googled it.
Listen, if they're watching this right now,
Majestic. I mean, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
they can sue us. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're it's on
Yeah.
Google. Anything on Google, right?
Anything's on Google.
It is. So
Well,
you
thanks,
can see that we've all, except for Al, switched a little bit from the wine tonight, but most of you heard the Empathy Wine partnership story. And so where does Empathy Wine come into play in all of this? Well, Gary Vaynerchuk and his partners own Empathy Wine. And when we got this whole deal started, we had made a deal with these guys about helping them move some fantastic Empathy Wine. So tickets for the show, Empathy Wine, case of wine, a white, a rosé, and a fantastic red, which Al's drinking tonight. So here's the deal. Buy a case of wine, get a free ticket to the event. Okay? Case of wine, free ticket to the event. And for all you ballers out there who want to meet Gary in person, buy 20 cases of wine. You get a ticket per case and one of only 3 remaining VIP tickets to meet Gary after the event. So do not wait on that because they're not gonna be around much longer. Neither is John's head.
I know this hat weighs about 20 pounds.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like very insecure. Why do I like our hats are so much smaller than yours?
So small.
This is legit. My brother got this in Mexico.
Yeah, well, I got this at a Doherty's masquerade shop.
Did he wear that back on the plane?
I don't know. I probably couldn't fit it on the plane. Probably had to go on like the undercarriage. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. You can tell it's quality construction. They didn't get crushed on the flight back.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
So Empathy Wine, that's the wine deal. Tickets are on sale. They are, despite what's going on with the economy and with COVID, the tickets are steadily moving each week. So the number one question we keep getting, are you going to cancel the event? We have no plans to cancel it unless we are told you cannot have it. So we're not planning on canceling. If you do get nervous and you want you want a refund on the tickets, we are willing to do that. But we do plan on having some really awesome NoBull masks, face masks, plenty of hand sanitizer if we need to do spacing at that time, because that's how we're going to be able to open up and do it. Then we will do that. So we're going to follow the rules and regs. But if for some crazy reason that the big Q, as I call it, keeps going, we'll just move the event back is all. So, but there's no cancellation. You're not using the word cancellation.
Right on. And without further ado, let's get into our product review segment of the show. Al?
Yeah.
I know you're super excited about this. So rip roar.
I'm trying to share this on Facebook, but who cares? I'm over it now.
Let it rock.
Okay. So the product review. We've got Jazzercise. So I ordered this a while back. As a sax player, my jaws and my face muscles, or otherwise known as maxillary muscles, are pretty they're pretty strong. But I was feeling a little like a little bloated and a little bit like, I don't What'd you say, Rob?
I thought you said you were feeling a little buzzed already. I'm like, dang.
No, I'm not feeling a little
buzzed.
Show's
called I'm a little buzzed.
I feel a little I'm not a little buzzed. I'm a little bloated, and I can feel it in my face, and I have been feeling that throughout quarantine. So anyway, I see this infomercial on Facebook, on Instagram. It's for Jazzercise, right? Jazzercise. And I'm like, okay. So this guy's on there, the CEO, he's doing real, he's a real persuasive cat. And he's showing all these before and after pictures, and these jaw lines are chiseled like a knife. You could cut a piece of cheesecake with your jawline. So I'm like, well,
great analogy.
It's obvious I need to buy this and do this every day during quarantine. So by the time I get out of quarantine, I'll have this jaw like a celebrity jawline. So anyway, takes a while to get here. I just forgot about it. So it gets here. It's like, here you go, Jazzercise. You open it up, and it's got three little. Well, it had three little things. Backwards here. This guy, I'll get to why that's gone later.
Can we just focus on the tagline real quick? Fitness for your face.
Fitness for your face.
Amazing.
They have great branding. These guys are real sharp, I'll tell you. So it comes with this little thing. Comes with the thing comes in there. This is a little necklace that you put around. You put it around your. You take one of your Jazzercise things out, which is this right here. This is like the intermediate level, right?
Okay.
Oh, so boy. Then it's intense. So then you put it around your thing like this. And then you've got this necklace. Now you've got this Jazzercise necklace. And I got to tell you, the necklace is just a piece of rubber. And it's very cheap. Very cheap. It comes off at snaps. It comes right off. I was like, you know what? I don't.
All right, Jazzercise. Come on.
Yeah, can you maybe with a clasp or a hook or something? I wear chains. I don't want those to come off, and I don't want my Jazzercise to come off. So anyway, comes like this, and they got little bite. They have little pre-made bite marks in there, and like I said, this is the intermediate one. And I'm going to demonstrate now. So you just do this. You go.
Oh, it makes a clicking noise.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. My jaws are too strong for the intermediate. It shouldn't. There should be tension,
Oh,
right?
you're like breaking it.
I'm like biting through this thing.
You
Like this,
you need the pro version.
Yeah. I mean, when we can all go back out in public again, you could just be walking down the boardwalk and
right. You can do anything.
working out.
Exactly. You work out. You do whatever you want to do. You go in the sauna, walk in the mall, and you're just like,
what was that? Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me.
What was that?
So anyway, that's just like the intermediate one. The other one that they give you, it's a lot bigger and a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. So you put this thing in your mouth, and they give you these little like bite strips, right? And in the directions of the bite strips, you gotta hang the necklace on it, right? So you hang the necklace and then you boil water. Then you gotta submerge the thing in the water, and it boils. And then the bite strips get soft. You bite into it, and then it forms to your teeth so that you can really have a personalized thing, and it knows what's up. So I tried that. I dipped it in the water. The bite strips got a little too soft. I went and bit into it. My teeth slipped off it. It made the wrong kind of mark. Then they were ruined. So it's like, if you don't have spot on precision bite marks, you're screwed. So anyway, I then proceeded to call the company, and I was like, hey, can I get more bite strips? And they're like,
Can you wedge it back in like a chew? Can it can you pack it in there?
I mean, yeah, then you're like a circus act, what are you, a snake? Like, how are you going to open your mouth that wide?
I can't really tell from here because you're small on my screen. I can't really tell how big it is. It looks pretty big.
Okay.
Here.
Here's a glass of wine.
It's about the size of a golf ball.
All right, size. So I have two things here. Number one is maybe you make it a little bit slimmer and longer, so you could kind of pack it between your.
Well, it's not.
Do reps. Right arm, left arm, right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they want it to be uniform and even, so you put it right between the mouth, and it gets uniformity with both sides of the jaw muscle. So then you switch to this one. They got this one. It's the little smaller one. This is much, much harder, much, much harder to do. I mean, for me, I can crush through this because of, I already have strong jaws, and I think most people do. All in all, I think it's a giant, farce. I think it's a big, huge waste. And I'm still going to use it. So the reason the other one's gone is because I said, listen, I want a refund. I don't think this isn't for me. And I think it's crap. So I emailed them, and they were like, okay, what you got to do to get a refund is you need to send us a picture of the main one, the big mother jawser size. You have to cut it in half and send us a picture of you cutting it in half. And then we'll send you, swear to God. And then we'll send.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
But I'm like, so you just want me to cut one in half, and then I can keep the other two to continue to get chiseled celebrity jaws? And I was like, I didn't say that. I was like, well, I guess I'll play the system. So now I've got 2/3 of a jawser size, which, even though I hate it, I'm still going to give it a try. But I just don't. I say garbage product, but they're selling tons and tons and tons of them. So I would definitely say it's so bad that it's good.
So bad it's good.
And everybody wants a chiseled jaw.
So I have one thing for you, jawser size.
Yes.
Gum.
But like 2-day-old gum. Chew it, let it sit.
Yeah. If you're a beast like Al, throw 2 or 3 in there. I mean, go crazy.
Yeah. Double down. I got some gum right here. I'll put in this whole thing and chew it all night.
I just said that, right? So gum. Okay. So I want to know how much revenue now Jawser Size has made because of probably their genius marketing and infomercials.
Genius.
What'd that go for, Al?
I'm embarrassed to say, but it went for $63 was the basic package.
Holy shit.
$63 was the basic package, which gave you 3 Jawser Size. And then they have an advanced one, which is $100, and I'm not entirely sure what that one gets you, but I think it's one more ball, and then a membership to an instructional community of how to use your mouth and jaws. And it's just I think it's just a total bullshit racket. But people are scooping them up. $60.
I tried to look up revenue. I can't really get, can't get it. But there's a YouTube video. It's titled "World's Most Jacked Face." Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. And let me tell you, when you look at the before and after pictures, you definitely are like, I'll throw down. I'll order that. I want, I'm into that. Nobody wants a soft baby face, but at the same time, like, it's it is what. Revenue $5 million.
Yeah, $5 million on Jaws' side.
$5 million on a rubber thing that you chew.
Oh gosh, it's wine.
John, can you imagine what your stash is going to look like after you do that,
dude?
Ooh, yeah, I feel like it's going to grow every rep.
We're going to be unrecognizable after we finish Jaws' size.
Our faces are going to go like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Your face does get kind of boxy and strange. You end up looking like a fighter, and I don't want that. I'm a lover.
You can take a punch though. That's good.
Yeah.
So how many stars, Al?
How many stars?
1 out of 5 stars. 1 being horrible. I wouldn't buy this for my my worst enemy. 5 being I'm giving everybody one for Christmas.
I mean, the other thing I got to mention is when you use it, and I did. I'll tell you, it gets real messy. Like I was drooling all over the place. Like there's no control of saliva. It's like you got it's terrible. But with that said, I'm probably still going to go like 2.5, 3, because I do think that if you can get past the sort of garbageness of using it, I think it does work. If you have an average jaw where you don't have that much power, right? I would say it'll do something for you. But I don't like it.
For the average jaw man.
Yeah. For those of you with average jaws.
They'll know Al does not have average jaws.
You probably can't handle it.
You can't handle it.
Yeah.
You can't handle the jaw.
So that's it. The jaws are size. So I don't know. Get it if you want to. If you don't want to.
Size. So are we gonna review a product every episode? Or like
no, just on Tuesdays.
Just Tuesdays?
Yeah.
And ridiculous ones. So this is sort of like the ones that are like so ridiculous, but it actually turned out to be a very profitable thing.
Yeah, like they're doing just fine, but I think it's like ridiculous. I'll give you examples like the Pet Rock, okay, goes for $20 on Amazon. Flying, it's got great packaging. It's a rock. $20 on Amazon with straw packaging.
Just goes to tell you, show you all out there that stories will sell.
Al's got a family of pet rocks.
I got 4 Pet Rocks, and let me tell you.
Nice. Stories sell everything.
Carries them in his pocket.
Fellas.
On each side.
So that's the review. Go check it out.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see the other products we have coming on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to head into our topic of discussion, which every episode we pull out some interesting things, mostly off the interwebs, and pop in and discuss them. Mostly business related, some really cool things that hopefully could inspire you, shock you, make you laugh sometimes. But today, we're talking about millionaires who lost everything but came back even stronger. So a little bit of a failure story, rags to riches to rags to riches story, I guess.
Say that again?
Riches to
rags to riches. They had it all, they lost it, and now they have it all again. So we got 9 of them here. So to give some credit, this is from entrepreneur.com. Thank you, entrepreneur.com. First one, James Altucher. Really cool dude. For those of you that don't know him out there, he's I don't know how to describe him. He's a content creator and a thought leader, I guess. He's a very insightful kind of guy, and he's an author. But his story is comment below if you know James Altucher, because he's a pretty popular guy. He founded a web design company called Reset Incorporated, sold it for 10 mil, a cool 10 million.
Me too.
Yeah, we design websites. Then he lost everything in a series of bad investments gone awry. He said, quote, he made every stupid decision in the book with, get this, $143 left in the bank. He actually contemplated suicide. That's a big, 10 million. down to 143 is a shot to the gut, especially if
that stings.
it gets you fragile. So he eventually realized that he had to reevaluate his business and his life. He stopped judging his self-worth by his net worth. I think that's important for a lot of people in today's day and age. And this little coronavirus is throwing us all for a little bit of a loop. But he slowly dug his way out. He began blogging. So this is probably where I started to become. Look at this next word. In his riches to rags to riches again story.
Wow.
I swear I didn't even read that.
Did you read the article, John?
I did not.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Honest to Jesus.
I was trying to think of something. Nacho. So this is probably where I started becoming aware of him, is his blog. Then he started writing books. He wrote 20 books, which has been a great outlet for his creativity. Now he's a mega popular blogger, podcaster, author, investments. He's worth millions again. So a great story, right? You lose everything. It's not the end of the world if you don't let it. Right, fellas?
It's the comeback story.
Sure.
Yep.
Man, I got to tell you, big fan. Rob, I know you're a bourbon guy. You like old fashioned.
Yeah, got a little Angel's Envy tonight.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This tequila old fashioned. I'd give it a whirl.
Tequila does bad things. It's a great story.
Make you go crazy.
Makes you go crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that?
Clothes
Kenny
fall
Chesney?
off.
No, tequila makes the clothes fall off.
That's right.
That's tequila makes.
Right?
Nah, dude.
That's Joe
He-
Joe something.
Yeah.
You and
He already
tequila
did
make it
that in the
crazy.
promo.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Martha Stewart. Martha. A lot of people know. Yeah.
Martha.
Yeah,
Tisk,
she
tisk.
did
Yeah,
this to
her
herself.
jail time was real tough on her.
Yeah. But, I mean, she
Yeah,
did
sure.
overcome it. And
She did. Well, yeah.
this isn't like a feel bad for them story.
No.
Maybe like James. This is more of a like, well, you fudged up.
Yeah.
And you kept going.
Yeah.
So if you don't know the story, if you're like a Gen Z and Martha, this all happened before you were even born. Martha Stewart basically was famous for what she does now. She's a home decor, cooking, housekeeping, cleaning, gardening, just all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And her stamp, like she was straight Oprah, right? Like Martha Stewart branded
That was a big deal.
billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion brand. Until she got slapped with insider trading for selling shares of a biotech company. I don't know. She owned a biotech company, I guess. I didn't know that was what it was for.
Little insider trading.
Yeah, insider trading. So, don't try to trick the system, people. Just crush it. She was sentenced to 5 months. Oh, 5 months. That was it. 5 months in prison. Fined $195,000. Forced to step down from her company, Martha Stewart Living, Omni Media. That just sounds like a conglomerate. For 5 years. What do you think? You think is that we don't know the story obviously, but is that like the right type of punishment for that?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Like it's a white collar crime, so like
I think the judge was looking to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
the guy that said Martha Stewart to jail.
Yeah, and like basically what she did is like what we're doing now. She went into quarantine for 5 months in her house without the virus, and like that's what it is. Like we're doing the Martha Stewart like jail time. That's what the whole country's doing right now.
We're halfway there, baby.
I mean, her cell probably did look a lot like my house if she had $1 billion.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it wasn't. Did she even go to?
Oh, she went to actual jail. Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Oh,
Yeah.
prison.
5 months in prison.
I thought she
5
went to
months
the house.
of hard time. Yeah, with axe murders and.
Oh,
It was not Club Med. She was not staying at the majestic Colonial Punta Cana.
she sure wasn't. Where the water is good most of the time.
That's right.
So she returned. I stopped checking the comments. Hopefully somebody's watching them.
Yeah.
Yep. Al's mom is exactly right. Slap on the hand. If it was one of us, we'd all still be there.
Yeah,
I would.
That's right.
I would
Right,
have dug my way out with a tear.
just one tear.
I thought you were going to say with a spoon.
I would have killed the weakest person.
A spoonful of tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, to be honest with you, like, I don't like that. Who knows what it was? Like, maybe you get a tip and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll sell my shares because that's dangerous. It's not like she like crushed people like what's his name? Bernie Madoff.
Oh, I know.
Right? Like it's a very different direction.
And she's still worth $300 million today. Come on.
Yeah. So she returned from prison and there she dug it out. What's this Snoop Dogg?
Good for her.
She has it's just saying she appeared on a TV show with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Saying that, like, that's her partner. I was like,
little attention, little fame.
Although, wasn't she also busted for like smoking weed at some point too?
Probably hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
With the Snoop, I think it was a Snoop Dogg affiliation.
Yeah,
I think
Snoop Dogg has he like is immune, or like there's a law, was a law against it for everybody except for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, Snoop Dogg.
They're like, oh, it's just Snoop. So
he has immunity, international immunity.
I'm really digging this tequila drink.
I know.
What's next?
I didn't eat yesterday. The wine
this next guy.
Next one, Larry King. Larry King, talk show host, decades long.
Yeah, he's 135 now.
Yeah, his net worth is 150 million, and he's actually 150 years old. Also,
1 million.
And he only looks like he's 90.
Yeah,
he looks great.
Yeah, he's still crushing it. In 1971, King was arrested on charges of grand larceny for allegedly stealing $5,000 from his business partner. This one might be stretching here.
That's what I'm going to do to you.
I know we're socially distanced, of course. I don't know how you're going to pull that one off, but
I'm going to fill up a pillowcase full of bars of soap.
Bars of soap. And then throw them at you from 6 feet away.
Yeah. So anyway, go ahead.
At the time, he was working in Miami as a disc jockey, a talk show host for WTV, columnist, a bunch of other stuff. He was a reporter, basically, journalist. Charges were eventually dropped. Following the scandal, he was unable to hold a regular job and sank deeper into debt. By 1978, he owed holy shit, that's a big number.
That's a
By
big
1978, he owed $352,000 to creditors.
Oh my gosh. Almost half a million, not much, but almost $500,000 in debt.
That's insane.
And like 14 grand in gambling debts?
Plus 14 grand in gambling debts.
Yeah. That's well, that seems like a freaking drop in the bucket compared to 352. That's insane. You think of people in like student loan debt and like, obviously those are hard to climb out of, but imagine being like a disc jockey and $352,000 in 1978.
I know, that's a big number in 1978.
That's like 750,000. We got any math people on right now?
No.
Inflation.
Yeah, who's on here? Matt Adamo, what's up? Paul, I feel like you're good at math. I don't know. I guess that's actually not math. That's just knowing the inflation rate. But
close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough.
So then he blew up. Larry King Live. 1985 it debuted. So what's that? 7 years later. His starting salary was $200,000 annually. And he left CNN in 2010. So
and the rest, as they say.
Yeah, I don't really know what the lesson is there.
I don't know what the lesson is there. I guess maybe
don't gamble.
Get your credit card situation under control.
Yeah. Because you're probably not going to become the next Larry King. If you do, super lucky.
Yeah, no, and you're not. And nobody can pull off those glasses like Larry King can. And he's got the voice. Nobody's replacing
or those suspenders.
Him.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a perfect combination. Sort of like Walter Cronkite. Like he was had the it factor.
Real quick, someone in the comments earlier said, John, that perhaps it's the light, but maybe that your mustache looks crooked. And I'm like, that's real. It's his actual mustache.
Yeah. So I meant to comment on that.
If it's crooked.
No, it's my real mustache and it is crooked. So I meant to comment on that because it doesn't grow straight. Like, look at it.
It doesn't grow straight.
Look, it's got a little bit. If you're on the podcast right now, I apologize, but tune in live to see my crooked mustache. It grows longer on this side, whereas like this side, it's like bald spot. And
Oh, well,
So I meant to say, enjoy my crooked mustache when I came on, but I got distracted.
yeah. I got something weird too right here. Like my beard doesn't grow only here. Like I have a patch. I try not to show it off, but like it's weird.
By the way,
Anyway.
where'd your mustache go that you put in all the awesome videos? Did you color it in or something?
My mustache. It was a filter. It was a filter. It like filled it in, and it made me like extra much sexier than I normally typically can be.
Is there any way you can loop that video in right now by chance or no?
There really is. I could probably just show you on my phone. It's not worth it. We'll loop it in next time. We'll pepper it in somewhere else.
Okay, so let's hit number 4 here. I'll go through these a little bit quick. I don't know what time we're at, but
Dorothy Hamill.
Dorothy Hamill. Olympics. So 1978 Winter Olympics. She was a gold medal figure skating. She obviously capitalized on that, as any top Olympian usually does, with endorsements and all that kind of stuff. Her endorsing products as diverse as cars, coffee, shampoo. She fell into bad financial habits, overspending on jewelry. She entered into a multi-million-dollar deal to purchase the bankrupt Ice Capades. Do you remember that? The Ice Capades? Barely. I just remember the name. She revamped the show, but it flopped in 1996. She filed for bankruptcy. Since then, she's written a book, Skating Life, My Story. Starred in some television movies, Christmas Angel, Story on Ice. So, she was in Blades of Glory. I forgot about that.
She was in Blades of Glory with Will Ferrell?
Yeah. Did you ever watch that show or that movie?
Never in my life.
It was pretty funny. So now she's got a net worth of $5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, less than unless you're like a huge celebrity out there watching.
Dorothy Hamill.
Just don't try to make good financial habits. Like you can't. I guess this wasn't even a bad decision. Like maybe because if the Ice Capades could have been a thing, could have been the next Frozen. Could have turned it into the next Frozen.
Well, I like the next one's coming up. Should we skip?
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know who this is. Let's skip him.
Number 7 is very interesting. Oh, 6 and 7.
We gotta do 6. Wait, I gotta read a comment from your mom first. John, I'm a hairdresser. You just needs to use the clippers.
Wow.
That's what happened.
I also need to not sneeze when I'm cutting it. That might have been what happened.
I'm gonna have to ban her.
Definitely do not ban her.
No.
I feel like she's
the crowd humor.
Yeah, she's the 4th host of this show.
Plus, she's sending me all these direct messages to ask you Al later.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number 6, George Foreman. George Foreman, former boxing champion. He did let me skip forward. What's the George Foreman grill?
Oh yeah, and all of his kids' name are George.
All of his
George
9 kids or something.
Truth, every one of them
named George. So at the end, he's like George Jr., 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 or like probably George the 9th. That's what it would be. Hey, George 9. G9.
G9.
If I have children, that's what I'm gonna do.
A9.
That sounds like a.
That's a computer key. That's like
A9. A9. Alt delete A9.
Delete. Get over here. So he retired from boxing, and he became a minister, an ordained Christian minister. However, his declining income led him to file for bankruptcy in 1983. He returned to boxing to help him regain financial stability, and in 1994 he became the oldest heavyweight champion. Good deal. See, I always thought he went bankrupt with all of his money from the George Foreman grill, like in between there. But it was before that, I guess. So let's talk about how many grills he sold. 100 million. Not dollars. Wow.
3 of them were to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I brought several during my college career.
3 of them were. And let me tell you, the quality. Let's talk about product review. The George Foreman grill is no joke.
I have one complaint.
What is it?
But that's like the benefit of it. So they benefit that it cooks things like low fat because it drains the fat out, but it makes things like dry and a little bit flavorless. So,
well,
you gotta weigh your options. You want to be
George,
delicious and fatty, or Lean and
Dry.
dry.
We'll have to come out with a George Foreman air fryer.
Delicious and fatty.
Still gotta give me an air fryer someday. Rob? You got an air fryer?
We made homemade chicken wings tonight in the air fryer.
Ooh, nice.
I'm not fancy like that at all.
Mixed up a little garlic parm glaze for the wings. Michelle, however, I did not have them because I'm not a fan, but she put hers in pickle juice for 24 hours. And then did a coating afterwards. I haven't had a chance to ask her yet. And hers went in the oven. So
that sounds pretty fantastic to me.
Another, because you like those picklebacks. I figured you'd like that.
Got to get my pickle back. All right, next is Walt Disney.
Oh yeah, this is good.
Disney.
Yeah,
Walter.
Great story.
So his brand name is now worth nearly $130 billion.
With a B.
With a B. He was once a struggling filmmaker. He launched his first film studio, Laugh-O-Gram, in 1920, but problems arose when his backing firm went broke. No longer able to pay his employees or cover his bills, he was forced to file bankruptcy. But he went on to form a new company, Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio, thanks to a loan from his parents and his brother. That's a good support system right there. Parents and brother, you go bankrupt and they're still willing to loan you some money to... I mean, I can't even imagine at that time what they were thinking, like to go draw cartoons.
Yeah, like go draw a cartoon mouse.
That's support right there. That's good.
That is Willie.
He's lucky. So Disney came close to bankruptcy again when he ran into financial trouble on the midst of production of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Bank loan saved the day, came in, swooped in, and he was able to fund his staff and studio through the completion of the film, which became a critical and commercial success. So talk about a pivotal point right there. Before I move on, I have one that's not on this
list.
No, but Seth Godin. So
yep.
Yeah, Rob, Seth Godin, author, some of my favorite books. I didn't mention his books actually in the previous episode where
Purple Cow
talked about it, but yeah, Purple Cow is a great one. Buy the Free Prize Inside is another good one. So Seth Godin, very successful author, speaker. He owned a company. It's called something that sounded like it was out of the channel. It was like Cyberdyne or something like that. Maybe I could be talking out of my ass actually, but he owned a company, and I remember he told this story in his podcast that it was a very successful company, bunch of employees, and basically they lost like this big deal, and he had like a day, like payroll was due the next day, and if the money didn't come in by the next day, he was going to have to tell the employees, okay, sorry everyone, we don't have any money, I have to let you all go. Mm-hmm. Like literally one day, like another 8 hours, and by the end of that day he would have had to say something. So he just hustled and just hustled for the day as hard as he possibly could, ended up signing a deal, I think with like $1 million deal, and was able to like sneak in the payroll and keep going like to the next thing. So anyways, that was a cool one that was inspirational to me. Cool. I actually don't know the next two.
I don't know the next two.
Wait, here's a question. Going back to the Foreman grill, how the hell does somebody like Michael Scott burn his foot on a George Foreman grill?
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis?
Yep. Lindsay said that Michael Scott burned his foot on a George Foreman grill.
Oh, Lynn,
in the comments?
Yeah.
Story for another time, perhaps. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can, let's see. We've been on here 40 minutes. You want us to rip into rapid fire?
Yeah, these other two, I don't know. So I'll rip through them real quick. Keurig, because everyone knows Keurig.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is a good kind of...
Mine's broken, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah. You have to cut that one in half and send it back to prove it?
Yeah, I have to slice it with a hacksaw.
Yeah. So he built his fortune selling the K-Cup things. and he was in the Billionaire Club in 2011. Ooh, this one's
me too.
recent. He engaged in irresponsible spending. I wonder what that means. Yeah, that could go.
There's a lot that could be under.
Yeah, man, my head.
I feel like it was prostitution.
Yeah, like prostitution, drugs.
Or
Like they just made it
seem for the article because it was written by entrepreneur.
Yeah.
John, are you sweating in there?
No, it's heavy, and it's like I think denting my head.
Yeah, so you should have used the jazzercise. Would have strengthened neck muscles. Just saying.
I don't know if I'd be able to host the show very well with that thing in my mouth. In 2012, he was forced to sell 5 million shares worth $125 million to pay off loans he had taken out against his sizable stock holding. Damn. This is throwing around a lot of dough.
Yeah.
Company's stock plummeted to $17 because of it. Less than a year after it had been $100 per share. It's also
went down to 17.
$17.
Awesome. Should have bought.
Yeah, seriously. Somebody made a lot of money, or some people lost a lot of money too, I'm sure. However, improvements in the company's stock price since have helped him recover, as he still owed 8.3 million shares in the company. Soon, he was worth 1.25 billion. And then he retired in 2013.
The story. The classic story.
Right. Crapey. All right, we can skip the next one, right?
Yeah.
Let's jump into rapid fire.
Hey. For all my friends watching out there on the watch party that I have going, this is rapid fire. You can ask anything you want. Anybody that knows me well enough, feel free to make me uncomfortable.
So Lindsay, in the meantime, she's elaborating a little bit. So Michael Scott of The Office fame, if you're an Office fan, Rob, I feel like you had no idea who that was, did you?
The guy from The Office?
Oh, I don't know. You said like you were like, oh, that's who Michael Scott is. You know Michael Scott? Until
you said it, it didn't register with me. No.
Yeah, Michael Scott from The Office. So he laid his laid out the bacon on the George Foreman grill the night before, so he has freshly grilled bacon when he wakes up, and then he forgot it was there and stepped on the grill. That's typical Michael Scott.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Now you know who Michael Scott is, Rob.
Boom. All right, rapid fire.
So Jana's got a question.
Yep. So we have covered this, but there's some new people, so we'll give you the fast, down and dirty. So John and I met. John reached out to me on LinkedIn. Said, "Hey, how do we meet?"
Rock on.
So John reached out. John and Al, by the way, both live in Syracuse. I'm closer to Utica. John was headed to camp with Lindsay for the weekend. He reached out. He said, "Hey, I'm going to be in town. Let's grab a cup of coffee, get to know each other." So we did that. That was about a year ago this time. I invited John to, I said, "Hey, do you play golf?" "Yep." "Do you like to drink bourbon?" "Yep." "Occasional cigar?" "Hell yeah." I said, "Okay, I'm going to send you a list of some golf outings." And John replies, "Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but I can play in every single one of these. So if you need me, I'm here."
If anybody needs a golf partner, ever,
he is there.
We'll travel. And
so that was John and I. And fast forward to about late August, early September last year, John and I are talking about a business event now to be known as NoBull. And he says, "Hey, whatever we do, we need an events specialist." I said, "I don't know any of you." He's like, "I sure do."
Pew, 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 pew.
And there he is. Gunslinging.
I kicked in the door of Starbucks and I was like, "Pew, pew, pew, desperado."
And that's how we
actually didn't even ask. Like we didn't even have. It was like a thought. Like
you thought it.
It was like one of those thought bubbles where I was like, "Huh, we need an events person," and then he busts through the door.
Yeah, you were like, You like did the genie thing, and I was like, there it is. That's
There-
how I operate.
There
Like we
it
were
is.
doing the thing that you do with the bulls. Like,
Yeah, I did all sorts of stuff. I did a lot of movements. A couple of them didn't work, and then I popped up.
That's
Oh,
how we
man.
met.
That's how we
what else
met.
we got?
The rest is history.
Lindsay said, Rob, you had John at golf and bourbon. And I didn't even know.
Rock and roll.
Yes.
All right. No rap. No,
We
didn't
do
prime
not
it.
have.
Yeah, we didn't prime any questions tonight.
We
That's
do
okay.
not have a lot of questions. My people should have tons of questions. I mean, my cousin Joe's on. Kaylee Nixon's on. I think
Why don't we?
Matt Lee, smoking horn player, great musician. He's on. You guys all look alike. my cousin Cheech of all the names for today.
I like it.
You guys all look like illegal gremlins. I'm a little buzzed.
Gremlins.
You guys all look like illegal immigrants, especially you, Al.
Al, you do look the most Latin out of the three of us.
That's another. Yes.
Latin.
Yeah, well, it's what it is. I'm racially ambiguous. And I had God rest her soul, Anne-Marie Stonecipher. She once told me she owned a modeling agency, and at the time I thought I was like, maybe I'll try this. I was clearly drunk then too, and I was like, and she said, "Oh, you're great. You know why? Because nobody can tell your nationality. You're racially ambiguous." And I was like, "Really?
Man, you are like a racial chameleon.
Yeah." She was like, "You could be
Blend in your
Mexican, Native American, Polynesian. Nobody knows Asian. My Asian eyes, almond."
Ooh, almond Asian eyes.
Yeah, that's the name of my next album, Almond Asian Dyes.
Well, I can't even see if there's any questions because every time I pull up the live, it just
so
says
next
error.
question. B says best pizza topping ever. Man, I tell you, I like bacon on my pizza. Call me weird, but
really?
Bacon. Yep.
I hear
God.
if you cook it on a George Foreman grill the night before,
It's the best
It's
on
the
the George
best.
Foreman grill than on the pizza. Fantastic.
Gosh, best pizza topping.
I don't know if topping, like I love garlic pizza. I like white pizza. So it doesn't
Garlic
really
pizza.
have like garlic. It's a weird topping,
Garlic.
but
All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
Al, you?
I got it. This is tough for me, but I like sausage on my pizza. Little sausage. Nice, and I like pizza in general. So, but if you're going to say topping in the traditional sense, sausage, maybe extra sausage.
yeah, I like this question. Can anybody watching right now comment what your favorite toppings are?
Yeah. Favorite toppings on pizza. We'd love to hear it so we can order pizza tonight for ourselves
Yeah, all the toppings
with all your toppings on it.
together on one pizza.
All right.
Sausage.
Jen, who's Jen? Jen loves potatoes on a pizza?
Jen's one of my best friends. And yeah, she does. This freaking
Really?
girl. Yeah, this freaking
pizza.
girl.
Like mashed?
No, she gets it from a pizza, and she gets what's called the patata, and it's basically a pizza with patatas on it. Like it's a pizza made of potatoes, and I can't even believe it.
It's actually good.
You want to talk about sleeping well?
Yeah, right?
Just
Comatose.
a straight
Comatose.
carb injection before you go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like let's have a pizza made of potatoes. Great plan.
So Joey Giordano had a previous question. Apparently, we did not get to that. We must have ran out of time. He says, "What do you guys think of murder hornets?"
Murder hornets. Yeah, I think.
Am I missing an inside joke here?
Rob,
No.
where you been, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm working my ass off. I don't know what's a murder hornet.
I'm
Tell me.
a murder.
You got
I feel like I'm missing out.
All right, so a murder hornet. I mean, if you can't figure it out by the name, it's a giant effing hornet that ultimately can kill you, right? Like it kills some humans. It's killed 12 people, I think, in China. But it's the truth. No, it's the truth. It's true.
Yeah.
That's not fake news. But what they do is they attack like beehives, and these freaking things are like, it's like they destroy bees. They rip off their head and like murder them. Not like kill them like, oh, the bees die as a result. No, they murder them, like rip off their head and then execution style. These things are they destroy bees.
Wow.
And the murder hornets. And like if you get in their way, they're gonna kill you too. If you're like, oh gee, let's stop the murder hornets, they're gonna come after you and kill you like they did in China to 12, poor people.
You know the
You
weird
know, in
thing.
all my years of spraying pesticides, I never saw
Oh yeah.
a murder hornet.
No, because they're not here.
They
Oh,
actually
thank
look
goodness.
like a Marvel superhero. Like their
Yeah.
face looks like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like it looks
It's-
fake.
This
I'm
is
looking at
the
them right now.
just look
We
at
gotta
it.
look it up.
Well, Rob, no, you said thank goodness. They didn't come from here, but they are here now. That's the problem, is they have found them in the United States.
Darn eggs get in the shipping crates from China, and over they come.
And there you have it, because they're actually a delicacy in other places. So they came over here somehow, one way or the other. And these damn murder hornets, that's the next big thing, right? So once
Well,
this
Joe,
quarantine ends,
we're not fans. To
No,
answer your
it's-
question, we are not fans.
no, I gotta call my Orkin guy and tell him, like, you better make sure that the house is sprayed for murder hornets as well.
That's right.
Al.
Hey, so I got two other bacon lovers for pizza.
Wait. Attention.
What'd you say, John?
Hold on.
Jana, she says here in Brazil we have all kinds of toppings on pizza, even sweet ones like cinnamon and bananas.
Oh, well,
I just
Ooh.
thought of you when I read that.
you
I
thought
don't
of
know.
me?
I don't know. I just feel
Well-
like that would be your jam.
Of course it's my jam. Of course it's my jam. Like, if I wasn't so
there it
afraid
is.
of traveling right now, I'd go to Brazil.
I just
Eric
got a
says
picture
jalapenos.
of a murder hornet. That thing is nasty looking. Thanks,
Oh yeah,
Colleen.
dude. I'm gonna see if I can pull up a murder hornet.
Oh yeah, Google
Yeah,
it.
it's sick.
It looks like it's straight out of like a villain from Ant-Man.
So I would do the if we could, not do red sauce. I would totally go with the cinnamon and bananas. Just
I love
Skip-
sweet pizzas. I love God.
You know?
I think I'm gonna get off this
Eric
podcast
Gerland.
and go eat.
Orland likes jalapenos on his pizza.
Yeah. So
That's so he-
my mom used to make you take like tortillas, you put butter on them, and then you just put cinnamon on top of that, cinnamon and sugar, and then roll it
Yeah.
up.
Is that a churro?
It's
Churro.
like like poor person's
Johnny
churro.
Timbo churro.
Churro.
Yep, it was good.
Churro.
Great. In fact, I kind of went.
Do we think that my name tonight fits? Do you think this is my good?
Oh, I didn't even.
Did you notice my name?
didn't even see it.
My-
Yeah, Mateo
my-
Santiago Alvarez.
That's my name tonight. Nobody noticed. I just
No,
want to know if it fit because I'm racially ambiguous.
It's good. No, it
Albert,
should
your
be
mother
like,
says
it should be like
CNY.
Mateo, like John Smith.
Mateo.
If you're racially ambiguous, like
I
all
know
of-
everything. John Smith. Yeah, Ma, I know. I use CNY pest control, but the guy who started it was a former Orkin man. So it was just the easier thing to say. Like, let's not split hairs here.
Rock on.
It's the
Thanks,
truth.
Mama Country.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate. Brandon is his name, owner of CNY Pest Control. Excellent, former Orkin guy, trained by Orkin.
Well, this has been fun. We're what are we? 4 episodes in?
This is our 4th
think-
episode. Yeah,
Yeah. I feel like our topic of riches to rags to riches is sort of like every other episode here. Like we're like down in the rabbit hole of weird murder hornet talk, and then we talk about businesses that are succeeding and happiness. And
yeah.
then,
I
and
mean,
then we
it's,
go to Jazzercise.
it's a work in progress. Like, well,
No, It's good.
it's not
it's
perfect.
exciting. Roller coaster.
It is a
Something
bit
like
of a
that.
roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a little buzzed now.
Good.
How's your wife?
It's
Gone.
so you
Yeah.
saw what I poured it up to. You saw that I had it. That was a heavy pour, and now it's all inside of me.
Listen, you can't go in the sauna after you do that.
Wait, what?
Do not go in the sauna after you drink that,
Why?
because you'll fall asleep in there.
I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me? Don't tell me I'm not going in the sauna because I'm going in the sauna.
All right, Al just walked off the set here. So
Plus, it shuts off anyway after like however long, so they don't die in there.
After you pass out.
It shuts off when it's.
that's
Boom.
key. That's key.
John,
Dennis,
did you order your sauna yet?
pineapple and anchovies on his pizza. That is a combo right there, Dennis.
Yeah.
Man.
Pineapple and
Slow on the questions tonight. I can't believe it. My good
Yeah.
buddy Daquan is on. I'm sure. So Daquan's one of the best musicians that I know that exists. And he always gives me like a tremendous amount of shit, and that's what makes us such good friends, right? So I'm sure, like, Daquan, ask me any question you want, and I'll give you more ammunition to make fun of me.
Yeah,
strengthen our friendship.
Also, we'll be prepping and priming for the next episodes with some questions.
So we got some more questions, yeah.
One announcement that I want to make, not a full announcement, but like a teaser before we sign up.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's talk about that.
We got our first official podcast guest. Not going to say who it is or when they're coming because it's all very preliminary. But I'm really excited. It's somebody who I respect and I follow, who's built an amazing company. Not here in Syracuse at all. National company, global company.
It's a big deal.
Big deal. So stay tuned. We're going to have lots more guests. So the goal is every Tuesday and Thursday, we'll be bringing guests on who've done some amazing things or are doing amazing things. And then we'll leave Sundays to be more like this. So if you like bouncing off the walls a little bit, Sunday nights is your jam.
Yes.
Tuesdays and Thursdays will be still probably getting buzzed off of whatever the drink of choice is, but we'll be having guests. We'll share some real actual stories that we're not reading from the internet, and it'll be fun. Be fun times.
Yes.
Any last words, fellas?
I don't have anything.
What is your favorite song, Al?
Oh gosh, my favorite song right now, because I don't have like a favorite song always and forever. My favorite song right now is "How Sweet It Is" by James Taylor.
Nailed it.
Can you sing us a few bars?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a little, and I can't even play it because Facebook will be like, "Oh, copyright infringement," and you shut it down. So I can't even play it. But everybody look up James Taylor, "How Sweet It Is." That's my favorite song right now.
Great song.
Yeah, it's awesome.
John?
Rocket. Oh, what? We're still going?
There's a question that came in.
Oh, sneaking a minute.
Favorite song. What is your favorite song?
Favorite song? I could not even pick one. First of all, I'm terrible at names of songs. Like, literally the only thing that pops into my head right now is Metallica's Enter Sandman. Or Stairway to Heaven.
What's your favorite song? My Crooked Mustache by Willie Nelson.
That'd be great.
Can you imagine? I'll write that song tonight after my second glass of wine.
I sort of wanted to play when I introduce myself next episode.
Oh gosh.
Awesome sauce. We got a couple more questions here.
Al, your mom wants to know if we see the all at the same time.
Guys, come on. Can we ban her somehow?
No way. All right. Who's another entrepreneur you look up to most?
Who's another entrepreneur you look up to most?
I feel like we got this question too before.
We did.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got it last week. We got last week was like, who do you look up to most, or who's your influence, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I said the only one I pay attention to is Gary Vaynerchuk anyways. So I could pick a different one. Seth Godin's cool. He's a good entrepreneur mind.
Any local entrepreneurs you look up to?
Yeah, sure. All of them. Anybody
locally.
You got my vote.
Look up to all those guys.
Good job.
Nina,
all right, I think we should wrap it up.
We should wrap it up. Nina, one last comment. Nina says, Nina is my aunt, but she goes, how did John and Al meet? Which I know what that means is we met through Charity for Children. Charityforchildren.net is
fabulous.
We're on the board for them, and they're a wonderful, beautiful organization, very dear to our hearts. And that's how we
Giving Tuesday, by the way.
Giving Tuesday, that's how we met. So why don't you head over to charityforchildren.net and show some love, check them out, because they rock.
Absolutely. I second that. Great people involved.
Yep.
Nina, You are a saint. All right.
All right, fellas.
So until Thursday, we'll probably have 2 more of these shenanigan episodes before we start pumping guests in here, having a good old time over a good cocktail or a clean, crisp glass of water, if that's your thing. So as always, we are super appreciative to those that tune in and engage with us. It means so much, and we love you. We really do. So all of you, family members and friends, because that's pretty much the only people that watch this show right now. So when we're huge and pumping people in here like The Rock, like Dwayne Johnson and
we're
George,
Martha Stewart status.
We won't forget you.
We sure won't.
Mostly because you're my wife, Lindsay, and Al's mom, and Michelle, Rob's wife.
No, I got some people tonight. My family.
We've got there's a famous lawyer watching us tonight, Jeff Tompkins. I mean, he's of great stature.
Awesome.
We got some celebrity status going on here.
I got my family and cousins, Patsy, Frank, Cheech.
Rock on.
Yeah, family's key. Family is key in these slow times, weird times.
So thanks everyone for watching again, and don't forget to follow us. Right. So if you just chimed in because somebody shared this link, click the follow button on our Facebook because this is where we go live. You can check us out on YouTube also, but if you're on Facebook, just watch us here. It makes more sense. And then over on Instagram is where we do all of our announcements for the most part about speakers. We're about to roll out a ton of panelists that we're bringing on in September. So that's going to be exciting. So don't forget to follow us. In addition to just the event and this shenanigans, we're going to be pumping out a lot of information, education, humor, all related to life and business, and will be helpful to you. I guarantee it. So follow us, and we'll see you Thursday.
Till next time.
Cheers. It's empty,
Cheers.
but
cheers, everyone out there.
Cheers.